So speaking of which, I'm a mom and pop shop. I'm doing good. I've been around for 20 years. Um, I'm looking to exit in 5+ years. I call up Brad, my favorite business broker. What services can I expect you to provide me if I'm looking to sell in 5 years? If I'm call you up, what can a average company, what is your first steps? What services do you provide in step one of getting you prepared?
Great question. One step that we always do, whether you're ready to sell today, 5 years from now, we can do a quick market assessment just to give you a guideline of in today's world, this is where the market's going to see your business and why. And also talk through, because it depends on size and industry and so forth, on who the likely buyers are for your business. So starting at the bottom rung, it's individual financial buyers. Judy, you want to buy a company and you've always liked, XYZ industry, but you're limited by whatever borrowing power you have with a bank, and so forth. So individual financial buyers tend to be uh, the least value, expansion. And then you start moving up to where there's investment groups and you have things called strategics, people in the industry, and then family offices, private equity. And each one of them will see value in a different realm and a different price tag. But the smaller you are, if you're really truly just a mom and pop business, the vast majority of that is going to be sold to just another person that's looking to start a company or start their empire, but they're going to start with a small business and try to grow it. And they're very limited. So again, we can talk through where that might be because a lot of people think they're worth $10 million, and we come in and unfortunately, I get to tell people their baby's ugly. I don't want to. I get it. You worked hard. You built a great name. You built it from the ground up, put all the blood, sweat, and tears in. But it really is limited based on cash flow and what are the risks. And being small, it's just a risk in and of itself. All of us that lived through COVID, how much did COVID affect businesses? And some it was a positive effect and some it was a huge negative, but that was something that was unplanned. And if you were small, it was hard to weather that storm. If you're $100 million company, it was just, yeah, it was an inconvenience, but you survived. Um, but others didn't. So
Yeah, so when it comes to valuation and you have to step in and maybe tell somebody like what we had spoke about earlier, people may, in many cases, feel that their business is worth a lot more than what the buyer market really is or what the business really is worth. So taking that into account, are sellers flexible or do they kind of dig their heels in and really feel passionate about or is there a way that you are able to let them see the light in that like how do you meet in the middle with that, the perception of what it's worth and what it's really worth?
So the answer is yes, yes, and yes. Are they receptive? Sometimes. Do they dip their heels in? Sometimes. Some just. I have people all the time say, "I want 5 million," and I tell them they're worth three, and they say, "Well, I'm going to find somebody that's going to sell me for five." Just because you're listed for five doesn't mean you're going to sell for five. And again, the challenge is in selling a business, both sides really have to like each other. It has to be a good fit because there is a transition period. It could be a couple months, could be a couple of years where you're working together or in connection to each other.